What's up, guys? Gilly here, and this is a commentary. It's over Battlefield 3 gameplay where I'm using the M5K with some red dot thingy on it, extended mags, and a little laser thing, which is a completely disaster weapon for the enemy because it just wrecks people. I mean, this gun, you can just mow people down. No joke, it's amazing. It's almost as good as a Scar L in my opinion, and the Scar L, in my opinion, again, is the best gun in the game. But, of course, this is all opinionated, but you guys click this video just because the commentary, and you don't want to listen to me talk about guns and stuff all day. And what you will see in the title is When I Was 3. So, without further ado, let's talk about when I was 3 years old. When I was 3, I had, how would I say it? I had a large mouth. Or I spoke my mind. I was a little trooper, I said whatever I was thinking about, and whatever I was thinking about was always right in my eyes. So, whatever I said, it didn't really matter to me. I didn't have a conscience. Whatever I said, I was clear, and I didn't really care if it hurt anybody or if it did anything at all. So, let's talk about what I did say. When I was around 3.5 years old, of course, I don't remember this. This is all stories that, my brother tells me, my mom tells me, my dad tells me. But when I was 3, I was on a bus. Now, obviously, there are lots of buses, and that's not really the key point of this. But I was on a bus, and I was with my mom. We were going somewhere, but when we got on the bus, all the seats were taken except for one, which was next to this nice old lady. So I decided I would sit next to her instead of my mom, because I was like, oh, I'm 3, I'll take the seat, not you. So I was sitting down next to this nice old lady, and, we had a really long conversation. We were talking about, my favorite toy dinosaurs, my favorite Legos, Star Wars, all those things that little, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, those little fatties talk about. And then, when the bus was coming to an end, me and my mom were going to get off, she was going to get off and stuff. I said, "You're pretty old," and she said, "Yep, you're right, kiddo, you're pretty old." And then I said, "You're going to die soon." And the old lady was, I'm not over-exaggerating here, she was like an old lady, maybe 60, 70 years old, probably a little older actually, probably 70, 80 years old. And I just told her she was going to die soon. So she started crying. This is like a 3-year-old telling you you're fat, which is another story, another thing I did as a 3-year-old. So, yeah. So she started crying, and my mom was like, "Daniel, what the hell's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I don't know, Mommy." So yeah, that's one of the stories from when I was 3. In the next episode, I might tell another story, or, let's see, yeah, I can fit another one in right now. So, another story is when I was around 4, actually. So, I'm just gonna make this title When I Was a Toddler, because that's really what this whole storyline covers. So, when I was around 4, I was on a trip with my mom, my dad, and my brother. Now, we went to, I think it was like Arizona or something, to go look at a museum, or no, to go visit one of my cousins or something. So we were in Arizona, and we were all, having a la-di-di-di-di time of our life. And I just, we were at a restaurant, and of course this is the little devil I was. We had this kind of chubby waiter, right? He was a bit overweight. He had like a buzz cut, stuff like that. So he came over and he said, "What are you gonna have?" And I said, "Oh, I'll have the meatballs, blah 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 blah." And I eat a lot. You guys might not know this. You guys probably don't know this, but I eat a ton of food. Even when I was like 3, 4 years old, I ate like crazy. So, I was ordering like the appetizer, the main course, I was getting like a steak and stuff. I was like 3, I remember. And he was like, "Oh, you're gonna get," he was like, joking around. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna get so chubby if you eat all that food." And then I was like, "Well, you're the fat one, I wouldn't be talking." And remember, this is a 3-year-old again. So that's my second story for today, I guess, is me making some poor fat guy cry just because I called him fat, which was really mean. I was a mean little toddler, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I was just kind of a brat. But that concludes my toddler stories for today. If you did enjoy this video and you did enjoy my commentary, you guys can let me know in the comment section below, not the description, because I don't think you guys can edit that. Or at least I hope you can, otherwise bad things would happen. But if you did like this, I encourage you to give it a like. If you did not like this, I encourage you to give it a dislike, but please let me know why you didn't like it. Of course, if you just hate me, because you just hate me, I understand. You can dislike it, you don't really have to tell me. But if you dislike it because some quality issue, maybe you don't like what I'm talking about, maybe you have a suggestion for a different topic, please let me know. And if you really liked it, and you of course want some more videos from me, which there will be later on in the week, then you can subscribe and stay up to date with all of my news, stuff like that. It's been a pretty good week. I have 17 subscribers for my first couple videos. That's pretty good. And I'll see you guys next time. I have a soccer game to go to. Bye-bye.